Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to The Selfish Truth. I'm Niels Hansen, and today's topic is, I'm not doing this, believe me, I mean, starting the channel off like this, these topics can get a little bit dicey and it can offend people. Obviously, my intention is not to piss people off. The channel is about truth, and when things bother me or I read things or I'm like, you know what, I've got a definitive opinion on this and I want to get it out there, I don't hold back, and I don't certainly, you know, mold what I'm saying carefully so that I don't offend people. I don't do it on purpose. I just don't sugarcoat things. It's just the way I am. I'm very blunt. As my wife likes to say, I'm very black and white. I try to be gray as possible. I think I'm a little bit better to see the gray area now than I used to be. I used to be very, very black and white, and that was mainly probably arrogance and ego on my part, you know, thinking that what I believe, and again, that comes with youth. And this is coming into what I'm going to be talking about today. I want to talk about the idea, or this, for whatever reason, and it's perpetrated by the YouTubers, by the big channels and everything like that. I know I'm not getting onto it. It's the idea that a subscriber or a viewer has more rights, or they deserve something more than just the video being uploaded and being entertained by the YouTubers. Like somehow the YouTuber owes them something. Now, I want to get into this because, I mean, even with that statement, some of you are like, oh, you're getting all angry and everything like that, but just let me explain first. First of all, I'm not ungrateful at all. I'm very grateful that people choose to watch my videos. And it's because you choose to watch my videos that I'm able to have this amazing job, that I'm able to have and provide for my family. Like, I love my life. I'm grateful for it. I'm not about to bite the hand that feeds, but at the same time, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. And that's really what I've done, you know, back in the days of the gun shop. That's really what it was. It wasn't, you know, tricking you into watching it and manipulating you. What bothers me so much about YouTube culture is that, you know, as angry as people get, you know, with the government, corporations, you see them raging videos, it just plays into it. And again, there's a very young audience, so people get riled up. It's part of it. Logic and rational thinking really doesn't set in concrete with any individual until they're mid to late 20s. I think it's like 27. And I'm talking about physiological, like science-wise. And there are exceptions to the rules. I'm not saying, like, I'm very logical. Oh, are you getting angry? Maybe you're not all logical as you think. But it just happens. So in your youth, you're very emotional. You get very, you know, caught up in the moment. And it's because of that, and the acknowledgement of that, and people's ego and need to be constantly nurtured, I guess, for a lack of better description, that these YouTubers play off on it. I can't do that. I feel like it's propaganda, like I'm manipulating you. You know what I mean? Like, this is exactly what I've mentioned this time and time again. It is manipulation. If you're going to take a stand and not want to be manipulated by propaganda from governments and corporations, the same should be true no matter what you do in life. YouTube is no different. But people do not see it for some reason. And I'm not saying all of you, maybe some of you pick up on it, and this is why I'm talking about it. But the general masses, there's so much bullshit going around, and they're just gobbling it up. And then when people like me say something that's very blunt and, like, you know, honest, and I'm not saying that what I'm saying is the absolute truth. Again, there are always exceptions to the rules. But in general, when you see it, it's so obviously and thick, like obvious and thick to me when I see these YouTubers do it, that it disgusts me. It's bullshit, but the people suck it up all the time. And that is, you guys are the greatest, I love all you guys, without you I wouldn't. And it's like this constant praise, this need to praise the viewer. Now, I know some of you see it as, oh, well, they're just thinking. They're not. What they're doing is they're, you know, like, without you, and oh, this is what's happening, and this, it's making you feel like you have control over the show. It's making you feel like you know, they're grateful, and without you, there's nothing. Which is true to a certain extent, because without you watching it, but you don't subscribe, you know, like, especially the money. This is the one that pisses me off, and I think this is why I'm doing the video. Well, without us, you wouldn't be making any money. Really? Is that why you subscribe to my channel? Is that why you subscribe to any of the channels? Is because you're like, you know what? I don't really like this guy's content. He seems like a nice guy. I'm gonna help him make money and watch his videos. Fuck that. You subscribe to a channel, and see, this is me getting all riled up. I'm not attacking you directly. I'm just talking about the culture of YouTube. Do you subscribe? In general, people subscribe to a channel because they like the videos. They're entertained by it. You subscribe. You don't subscribe because you think you're going to make them money and then hold that over their head like they owe you something. Like, well, I'm helping you make money. I'm like, oh, was that the reason why you subscribed? Or was it the countless number of hours of entertainment that I provided to you for free? Yes? You don't like it, then you unsub. And believe me, on a channel like this, I'm not really worried. And you can notice that I'm not really promoting this. I'm not promoting this on You Always Win, which is a gaming channel. Because I don't think that this content really is appropriate for majority of the audience on You Always Win. That's mainly fun and let's have good times. There's no propaganda. It's just entertainment. It's just, hey, we're having fun. We recorded the session. Hopefully you find it entertaining. If you do, people subscribe. If they don't, they move on. And besides with the payment thing, people act like you, and they're like, well, we're helping you make money. Really? Ad blocker, mobile views, most people, majority of the views, so many people use ad blockers, so many people watch it on mobile. You think that makes me money? It doesn't make me a goddamn dime. Nothing. Do I complain about it? No. If anything, I would owe people that normally watch it. You know, if you're a viewer and you like the content, I would be grateful and I would be more apt to thank you personally for people that choose to actually stop using ad blocker. If you normally use ad blocker, if you normally watch it on mobile devices and you're like, you know what, I like your content, but you don't do it because you want to make me money. Because believe me, you're not going to be able to dangle anything over my head. Nothing. I put in effort to make videos that hopefully viewers find entertaining. That's the whole purpose. So I work 70+ hours a week working on content, thinking of ideas to put out there so that I can entertain you, so that I can take you away for that moment. But beyond that, because you click subscribe in the YouTube culture, you know what I mean? Because you like the videos, which you know I'm hoping for. If you're subscribed, you know, hopefully most of them you like. Because if you don't like most of the videos, why are you subscribed? Now I'm not just talking about mine, but any channel. What's the point of that? You know, I mean, some people look at it as I disagree with your opinion or whatever like that. But for general purposes, like I like the video or I support, it's a support thing. But beyond that, you know, we don't owe you anything. What our relationship really exists is me spending a lot of time and doing my best to try and create something that hopefully you will find entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, that's it though. Like, anything else on top of that, any interaction, any giveaways is cherry on top. And a lot of times the giveaways and the you guys are the greatest is stuff to just sort of get a response from you, make you feel really good so that you stay in there. You know these people, like, and I got a tweet from someone this morning, and if you watch this, you know, I'm not going to mention your name or anything like that, but it's that kind of shit that's kind of like, dude, you are lost. You are a friggin' sheep, and the worst part about it is you don't even realize it, but you think you're all independent and you think you know people. They're like, well, this you don't know this person here genuinely loves all his subs. Oh, really? He loves all 500,000. He knows all of them personally. Is he your neighbor? Is he your friend? Did you hang out with him? Do you play at the park with him? Do you know him personally? He's like, when you hang out with him, he's like, man, I love my subs. Every single one of them. I love them. I love their lives. I'm so concerned about them. I want to know if they're happy and sad. Here's the thing. I'm not, you know, negative for the purpose of being negative. I'm actually a very compassionate and loving individual. I know. Saying that after I've just going, that seems a little bit juxtaposing, but the reality is I am like that. When you see videos like this, you're putting them all together. And a lot of these videos are opinion pieces, maybe me going off on a tangent. You don't know who I am. You know, I love my family, I'm compassionate, I love animals, I hate it when people are mean to each other. When I see and I watch shows like, I'm addicted to Survivor. I'm watching like the old seasons. I'm starting from season 1, you know, going forward. I think I'm on season 6 now, although we missed a couple, but we're ordering them. But when I see people on that show being mean to other people, it angers me. I'm like, that's, you know, like those people are horrible individuals. And I would never treat someone like that in real life. But I don't know you. The reality is I don't know you. And granted, this channel here is only a few hundred people, but even so, I don't know who you are. I don't know, you know, what what your job is, if you go to school, if you're happy, you're sad, you're depressed. I don't know this information. I really don't know you. So for me to say, oh, you guys are the greatest and praise you guys and blah, 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 it's really fluff that I'd be blowing up your ass. My job is to create videos that I think will be entertaining. You know what I mean? The interaction or what I get from you, like from YouTube, whether it's ratings or comments, really kind of is used to tweak a show. I don't need to ask you specifically. I don't ask you, well, what should I do then? You guys don't really like that. If you don't like something that I'm doing on the show, or you don't like a particular series and that's what they're covering on the show, you either watch it or you don't watch it. Beyond that, they don't owe you. They're not going to change it. As a creator, they don't, you know, they're not going to sculpt it to an individual. You know what I mean? There's people there that they choose to watch the show. Now, it's frustrating for me. I find it so insincere, but because, you know, there's young people, and because you as an individual, you maybe want to hear that. You want to feel more important than just a viewer, just a subscriber. And I'm not saying that you can't be. And for those of you people that think, and I get this, you don't respect your subscribers, well, really? Is that why I spend 365 days a year on Twitter and responding to thousands of people that are asking me questions or whatever? I mean, some of them, the reactions are bad, but that's because some of those people are assholes to me. And I'm not a punching bag. I don't sit here, and that's what I mean. I'm not worried about this public image. I try to be as real as possible. I find this whole PR, public relations, and being nice constantly in these generalized tweets that you'll see from the big ones. Maybe the odd time they'll respond to some person here and there, but generally they're very vague and general things. The statements on there, oh, I love you guys, thank you so much. General statements. Those are propaganda used by YouTubers to make you feel good, to make you feel like a part of the show. But really, it's just, they use them. They're like, okay, this show's doing well and this show's not doing well. I'll keep pushing it forward. That's just to keep you there and keep you happy and keep you content. Whereas people like me, it's not that I don't appreciate you. Of course I want you to watch the videos. I'm not going to go out there and say, all of my subscribers are complete assholes. I don't know. I hope, and I never would wish any of you ill will. I hope that you're not sad, that you're not suffering, that you never go through physical or mental suffering, that you're happy in your days. I truly do wish that, but I don't know you personally, and I can't make general statements saying, you know, you guys are the greatest and blah blah blah. I just feel it's so insincere. I thank you for, you know, people are like, well, you can at least thank you. I'm like, of course I'm thankful that you're watching the videos, but the whole point in me making these and putting the effort in is to entertain you. You know what I mean? Your thank you is just watching it. I don't expect you to thank you. When you watch shows on television, your favorite sitcom, your Survivor Man, like some of you watch Les Stroud's Survivor Man, or Ray Mears, or Bear Grylls, you watch those shows and they entertain you and you're watching it for an hour and it's entertaining. Do they owe you something beyond that? Because, well, I've watched every single one of them. Are they supposed to send you a sticker collection? Am I supposed to rub your back and put a lolly in your mouth or something? Beyond that, their job is to entertain you. But beyond that, they don't really owe you anything just because you watch their show and you like it a lot. But I find that mentality is not on YouTube. Maybe it's because there's that subscribe button. You know, it's like, it's not a share or stock in the company. You haven't invested. You didn't subscribe to make that person money. That's just a result of YouTube for those that are actually partnered. That's a result and something that I'm, work on. But my job is to try and entertain you. My reaction or interaction with you, our give and take is I try and create and put effort into entertaining you, you watch it. That's the relationship. The money factor has nothing to do with you. It's not coming out of your pocket. You don't get charged a damn dime from that. And like I said before, most of you have ad blocker, mobile views. They're not really supporting anyway. But I don't complain about that. I don't even think about that. It's enough that I have a decent life. I just wanted to try and talk about this because I think it's an ongoing topic and it bothers me. When I see people, like this channel is... I was going to say this. I don't want to get into mentioning YouTubers. This is something that I've avoided for a long time, and I don't need fanboys knocking down my door, yo, blah, blah. Although, guess what? Lots of views. If I really wanted to do that, I could do that. But I don't want that. I don't want those people knocking on my door. But I see people and making statements, and I cringe when I look at it because it's so thick of bullshit. It bugs me. It bugs me because I'm honest with you. I won't lie to you. And I know you don't really know me that well, and someone could say, I'll never lie to you, and blah, 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 they'll lie to you, and people lie all the time. I do not lie. I will not manipulate you. I will not tell you something. Something may result differently, but I never have the intention of lying to you. I will never say something with the intention of knowing that I'm going to do something else. I would never do that to you. Never. And I say that to you, and again, this isn't propaganda, it's as an individual. It's something that I believe in, like in any individual in the world, to have compassion for people. But to actually truly care about someone's well-being, you don't lie to them, you don't manipulate them. You don't try and trick them into giving you this false love when you may not actually have that. And it's not that you necessarily hate them, but I mean, I can't say that you guys are the greatest people in the world. I don't know you. Maybe some of you, God forbid, are pedophiles or murderers. I'm not going to wish you ill, you know. I'm a subscriber. I watch you all the time after I kill my victims. You're hilarious. You see that? Oh, you don't. Okay, you're dead. You know, stuff like this, like, I don't know. But for general purposes, you need to know that I am a compassionate individual. It's hard when I'm talking into a camera. It's hard when I'm seeing just comments, you know, ratings or whatever like that, to make genuine connections. It's easier for you because you're seeing me and we're having this dialogue, but it's very one way. You get to know a lot about me, or at least snippets of me, which, you know, granted, these videos here you may think, oh, what a jerk he is, but nothing much I can do about it. I've got to speak the truth and I got to speak my mind. But I don't have the same thing. I'm not watching your videos. I mean, and that's not the relationship. Here, I like making videos. I want to entertain people. I want to share opinions, and that's it. So anyway, that's my gist for today. I don't want it to seem like negative. I don't want it to seem like, you know, people will see it the way they want. Like, I don't appreciate them. I don't respect them. That's all horseshit. If that's what you're getting out of this, then you're not getting it. You're not picking it up. You're already a sheep. You're manipulated by everyone else. You're sucking up like a Hoover Deluxe. Oh, he really means it. He does love us all. Really? Oh my God. I like unicorns and fluffy ponies. Blech. It's not reality. This is the one thing, and I didn't mention this. I want to wrap this up. I know. Blah, 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 blah. That's what I do. On Twitter, you know, I see these individuals, well known, many subscribers, but completely full of shit. Completely. And I don't even know really if this person truly believes in themselves or whatever like that, but it's so manipulative, this individual. And I gotta say, I'm not even gonna say this because it would give it away. Sorry, I'm getting mine and I'm filtering this. I'm like, do this, don't, you're gonna get in trouble. Don't do it, don't do it. Fanboys attack! But they're like, oh no, this is for you, it's about you guys, blah blah. It's not about friggin', this is again the same shit that people tell you to make them feel like they control things. Because if it was about them and this is, you know, a community, or these things are like, this is a community channel, this is about us coming together and blah blah blah. Really? Are your ads going to everyone else's bank accounts? Are they gaining something from more subscribers or viewers on there? Do they get any of the revenue? Do they get to create content for it? I mean, not talking about the community channels, but where people actually do subscribe. But this is the stuff that I see, and I just think, you know what? You're just friggin' lying to the people. The problem, and this is what I hate, is that these people are sucking up. They're like, no, it's true. I'm like, stupid, 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 bah, sheep, sheep, sheep. Nothing you can do about it. This is the way the world works. And hopefully, I'm hoping that people that come here are less sheepish. You know what I mean? And because of that, I don't expect this channel really to blow up at all. Because it is not going to conform. It is not going to, you know, appeal to the masses. This channel will never be in the millions because people will have a problem with it because the majority of the masses go against what, you know, the way I think, the way I see it. I'm not anti, you know, become part of everyone else. I see these flaws and I see these things and I can't do it. I could easily manipulate this and cover stories and tell you everything that you want to hear because honestly, I know it sounds egotistical, but it would not be hard to manipulate the general masses. You know what I mean? It would not be. Doing stuff like this almost feels like I'm insulting them, which I'm not, but is easily perceived that way. And because of that, you know, it'll never go anywhere, but that's okay. I like the fact that I can express this, and for those of you that do find it entertaining, for those of you that even if you disagree, at least it promotes and stimulates some thoughts. You're like, maybe there's some merit to that. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. That's it. If you want to actually connect with me in a real, genuine matter without being an asshole, because I'll just block you. I really don't give a crap. It's like, oh, I'm going to voice my block. I don't care. follow me on Twitter. That link is in the description below. You can send me anything. I do read them. I can't, obviously, I do my best to respond to as many people as possible from the moment I wake up in the morning to when I go to bed. When I go to bed, I have my phone with me, lying in bed. I check Twitter, I make some last-minute responses, and I go to sleep. I wake up, boom, I'm on Twitter again. If you've got news topics, something that you'd like for me to talk about, by all means, drop by Twitter. You know, it's a genuine... I'm not going to do these vague statements and blow smoke up your ass. If that's what you're looking for, wrong channel, wrong guy, because that's not how I roll at all. Anyway, that's it. Remember, don't be a sheep.